Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are just going to talk about one of the protocol which is getting used while we communicate from one device to another device, and the protocol name is address resolution protocol, right? So guys, before we get into the practical, let me just give you a brief about this ARP. So, whenever we try to communicate between two different devices or two similar devices, that can be like host to host, host to router, router to host, and so on, right? So before the actual communication happens, system performs some activity, that is ARP. So what exactly is going to happen? Let's say we have two different devices and we want to do the communication between both. So what will happen once we will try to communicate from device A to device B, system is going to generate two packets, right? So let me just give you an example of ping, right? That is the ICMP protocol, right? So when we want to try to communicate, we want to check the connectivity between one device to another device, right? So the system is going to create two packets. One is the ARP packet and the another one is the ping packet, right? So what system tries to do, because we have the IP address of the other device, but we do not have the MAC address of that other device, like destination device, I mean to say. So to establish a connection between two different devices, we need to have the MAC address. MAC address is also called the physical address, right? So that is 48-bit address. So we are just going to see how the ARP like process happens once we try to do the communication. And before we get into the packet tracer, I would like to show you in my screen, because if you go to the command prompt and if you run this command, then you will be able to see all the ARP entries listed or entered in your machine, right? So let me just open my command prompt. So you can do this by, you can just click on this start button and press CMD. Here you just need to open this as an administrator, right? So here I'm just going to perform one command, that is ARP -A. So once I will say enter, it is going to show you all the ARP entries available in your machine, right? Because whenever we do the communication between one device to another device, system is going to store this MAC address into this machine, right? So guys, you can see this, like we are having all these entries in the system, and you are able to see this, right? So let me just give you an example of this particular IP address. So this is the IP address of my router, and this is the physical address or the MAC address of that device, right, of my router. So guys, you can perform this action in your machine also. So let me just clear the MAC address entries, and then I will show you like how the MAC address entries are getting created automatically, right? So if you want to clear all the MAC address entries in your machine, so you can use this command ARP -D. D is for delete. So as you can see, this command has been executed successfully and it has cleared all the MAC address entries, ARP entries. So if I'll perform the same command ARP-A, then I will only get one entry, ARP-A, right? Now it is giving me the entry for this my router also. Let me just clear it once more time, ARP -A -D, ARP -A. So by default it is automatically getting the entry from my router. So I would like to give you one example, like if I want to add some entry manually, because this is dynamically allocated to my device, and if I want to enter the entries manually, so we can do that also. So what we need to do, we just need to type ARP-S followed by the MAC address. right? So let me just make it, let me just try to make some changes here, 0 5, because we don't have this device available in our network. So I'm just making some little bit changes so that we can just see what is the output of this device. So guys, as you can see this, we have successfully add one ARP entries in our system. So let me just show you by running this ARP minus A. Now we should have 3 entries, right? Right? So let me just see if we are able to get this F1. Guys, we are not able to get this entry here because I just showed you how we can create this ARP entries, because you know that because for adding the entries we should have the IP address also, like we should have the device. But this is how, like if we talk about any of the MAC address, like we know the MAC address of this device. Let me just make it clear once again, and then I'll try to show you if we can do this. So let me just copy the MAC address of my router. This is copied. Let me just delete the ARP entries first, and let me just add the entry once again, ARP-S and the physical address of my device, ARP-A. So as you can see, this address has been added into my system, right? It is dynamically allocated, right? So let me just try to clear it because it is still getting that entry. So what I can do is, let me just try this so that you will be able to understand better. Let me just disable my network adapter, and then we will see if it is automatically getting that or not. Right, let me just clear it once again, ARP minus D, ARP minus A. So guys, as you can see this, there are no entries available in my system. So I will try to add that entry manually, and then we will see. Let me just copy this, ARP minus S followed by the physical address or the MAC address. So I have added. So let me just check it once more time. It is not getting added. 1 second, because it is not able to communicate to my network. So that is the reason. Let me just make it up, and then I will check. I hope you guys have understood the concept. If in any case, if you have to add the entry in your ARP table, then you can do it this way, right? So let me just try to make it this time, ARP minus or hyphen S followed by the MAC address. It is added, ARP minus A. So guys, you can see this entry has been added. So this is how we basically add the entries into our ARP table. Basically, we need not to add the entries manually, but in certain cases, you may come across some situation in which you would want to create the ARP entries manually, right? So let me just take you into the packet tracer, and then we will see how the ARP packet will be generated and what all ICMP packets are. So that we are just going to see it now. So let me just open my packet tracer. So this is my packet tracer. Now what we are going to do, we are going to take one switch, and we are going to add 2 devices so that we can establish the connection between device 1 to device 2, right? And today I'm just going to show you the physical view of the router or the switch. I'll just show you the physical view of the switch also, because it is going to be very helpful for you, because it is going to clear your concept how we do this. So this is my switch, and this is my first device, this is my second device, and let me just assign the IP address. Let's say 172.16.1.1, and for this device I am going to take 2, 172.16.1.2, right? Let me just make the communication between my switch and my end devices. So I have made use of this automatic cable to make the communication, right? Let me just assign the IP address to my device also, that is 172.16.1.1, and for second device I am going to make it 2 as mentioned, 172.16.1.2, right? So guys, I would like to show you the MAC address, and in fact I would like to mention the MAC addresses here for both the devices so that you can understand it well. MAC address, this is going to be for my first device and this is going to be for my second device. So if you want to see the MAC address, just double click on the device, go to the configuration and go to this fast Ethernet, and here you will find this 48-bit MAC address, right? I will copy this and I will paste it, right? Let me just paste it here, and let me do the same exercise for my other end device also. I have just double click on this device, my second PC. I will just go to the configuration, I will just go to the fast Ethernet, right? So guys, you can find this MAC address on your LAN card, right? This is the address of your local area connection. So this is the MAC address for my other device. That is what it is, fast Ethernet. I will just paste it here, right? So guys, as you can see this, I am having two MAC addresses. One is 0090.2184.9355, and for my other device the MAC address is 0030F2A0B0CE, right? So let me just first of all, let me just show you the physical view of the switch, like how switch looks like, right? And what all ports we have, how do we connect from to fast Ethernet 0/1 and so on, right? So this is the logical view. As you can see, this is the logical view, and if you want to see the physical view, just click on physical. This is the city, you just need to click it here, and this is the corporate office, click it here, and here you can see this is the main room, right? And these are the devices. You can just shift it here and there, wherever you want. You can just put it, you just need to click it here. Now this is the physical view of my switch, right? We can zoom it so that you can see it clearly. See this, guys, this is the switch, right? And I have connected two of my cables. That is what, like first and second lights are blinking because it is in the up state. So if you want to change the port from here also, from the physical view also, that you can do, like you just need to drag and drop. See this, guys? So it would be in the up state soon, because it might be trying to do the STP in the switch, because STP is a process which happens to avoid the loops, right? So let me just fast forward this. See this is in the up state. Similarly, you can do this, if you want to put it like on one particular port, so you can do this way, right? So let me just put it there only, because I just wanted to show you the like physical view of the device also. So guys, as you can see this, like we are having these ports. It's a 24 ports switch. You can count it from here, 1 to 12 and 12 to 24, right? And these are the giga ports we have, right? So total number of ports we have is 26, right? So basically we make use of these Ethernet ports to make the communication, because these are the giga ports. So giga ports can be used to connect the different devices which is supporting the giga ports only, right? Because unless and until we will not put the giga port into giga port, we will not get so much of bandwidth, right? So this is for those purposes only. So let me just put my wires back to normal where it was. One second, guys. Right? So let me just go to my physical view once again. So this is the physical view. Let me just fast forward this. And now I want to show you this MAC address table first, right? So I will just go to my switch, right? This is my switch, and I'm just going to my CLI, and here I'm going to show you how you can check your MAC address table, because guys, you know that like switch is an intelligent device and it stores your MAC addresses in the MAC address table, right? So here, if you want to see all the MAC addresses at the switch level, you can run this command show MAC, and if you press tab, then it will automatically complete your command, right? If it is not, just press hyphen MAC address table. So guys, as you can see this, as of now we are not having any entries, ARP entries in the switch, because we have not done any communication between device 1 to device 2. So let me just ping it, and let me just put it into the simulation mode also, so that you will be able to see how it is going to generate the packet, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to ping from my first device, that is 172.16.1.1 to my other device, right? So once I will try to ping from here, what is going to happen is system is going to generate two packets. One is the ARP packet, right, and another one is ICMP. So first of all, it is going to forward the ARP packet. It is going to the switch level and it is going to broadcast in your network, right? It is going to do the broadcast on all the ports except the port which is connected to this particular device, right? It is going to do the broadcast, and broadcast always goes on FF, right? So initially it will do the broadcast, and the machine which is having the correct IP address which we are trying to ping is going to unicast. It means it is going to reply back to you, right? So let me just ping it so that you guys can see this. So let me just go to the desktop, and here is the command prompt from where I'm just going to ping it. I'll just say ping 1.2. So this is the IP address, because we always know the IP address of the other device, right? But we don't know the MAC address. So to do the communication between two different devices should have the MAC address, because without the MAC address it will not communicate, right? That is what it do the ARP. Guys, please hold for a second. Sorry guys, I am back. So what we are going to do, we are just going to ping from this device to this device, right? So I have made use of this ping command at the command prompt, ping 172.16.1.2, and once I will say enter, you will find two packets at my first machine. As you can see, this system has generated two packets. If I put my cursor on any of the packet, then you will come to know which packet it is. So this packet is the ICMP packet. This is it, like ping request, and this is the ARP packet, right? So let me just open this ARP packet. So if I have opened this ARP packet, then we can clearly see that this is a broadcast message generated, because as you can see, this FF it is showing, and it has added the source IP address. Source IP address means it has added the IP address of this device and the IP address of the destination device also, because we know the IP address of the destination device, right? So if I will, because as of now we don't have the MAC address of this device, if I take you into this outbound PDU details, then you can clearly see this source IP address is 172.16.1.1, from where we are just trying to ping, and our target IP address or the destination IP address is 172.16.1.2, but we don't have the target MAC address here, right? It is showing 0. So I will just forward this. As you can see this, my ARP packet has come to my switch level and it has reached to my second device, the target device. Now the packet will come back to the switch and switch will send the packet back to my first device with the acknowledgement, and it should have the MAC address now. Let me just open this. 1 second. It has added the MAC address entries in that packet. So this is the ICMP packet. It will again go back to my first device stating ping is successful, because it is going to give you the right sign, right? So let me just put it into the real time now, right? This is my real time, and if I take you to the switch level and if I'll perform the same command here, show MAC address table. So guys, as you can see this, we are having both the entries available at the switch level, right? As you can see this, these are the entries we have. 1 second guys, let me just put it a little bit upward. So as you can see this, 0030F2A0B0CE, this is the first entry and this is the second entry we have. So this is how we get the MAC addresses at the switch level, right? And for the next time, if I'm going to ping it from my device 1 to device 2, it is not going to send the ARP packet because it is already having the MAC address entry in its ARP table. So let me just try to show you once more time so that it would be more clear to you. Now this time it is only going to generate the ICMP packet. See this guys? So it is only generating the ICMP packet. So your ARP request will broadcast only once, right, from the same device. If we are going to add a different device, if we are going to add one more device into our network, and if the switch is not having the MAC address of that device, then again it is going to do the broadcast on all the ports except the one which is connected to that device, right? And it is going to get the MAC address of that device, then the communication will start happen, right? So I hope this is all clear to you, and if you guys have any doubt related to any of the topic which has been covered so far, so I request you to please feel free to ping me, or you can just put it down in the comment section so that I can just help you out, right? And I'm just going to upload my next video, that is on OSPF, by end of today, and you will get it shortly, right? So thank you for watching my videos and have a nice day. Thank you.